qualquer jogo para mim é especial. Obviamente que é europeu.
Did you know Portuguese football legend Cristiano Ronaldo is not the most talented footballer on the planet? Regardless, he is arguably the most successful player over. Dude is the perfect mix of discipline, talent, work ethic, and professionalism. Also, he seems to have the formula for football success, which explains why several younger players look up to him. Here are 10 football players who take Cristiano Ronaldo as their idol.
Diz-me jogador que ha marcado mais goles que eu fora de casa.
First in this video is Manchester United number 17, Alejandro Garnacho from Argentina, who used to be a part of the Atletico Madrid youth team. If Garnacho's nationality is anything to go by, no one would expect the youngster to be a Ronaldo fan. Well, if he didn't idolize Messi, maybe he would be neutral, but that's far from the case. You see, Garnacho is just one of the many young players who see Ronaldo as their idol, but he is the least subtle about his love for the Portuguese football legend. It's not a problem that Garnacho loves Ronaldo, but not everyone is comfortable with how far he has taken his admiration for the five-time Ballon d'Or winner. Garnacho perhaps wants to be another CR7. Dude puts on CR7 underwear, celebrates his goals like CR7, and has even scored a CR7-inspired goal. This was his bicycle kick in a match between Manchester United and Everton in the 2023-24 season Premier League season. It sometimes feels like Garnacho is overdoing things. However, this is not unexpected. The Wonder Kid's first goal for United was assisted by Ronaldo, so it will just be difficult for his admiration for the Al Nassr star to be watered down. Garnacho might feel on top of the world because he is a CR7 fan. However, his support for Ronaldo might get him in trouble with his national team. Already, Messi has unfollowed him on Instagram. However, it doesn't seem like he will be slowing down anytime soon. There might be various ways to look at Garnacho's obsession with Ronaldo, but regardless of how you see things, he is one of the lucky few that have played with Ronaldo and Messi. Unlike Garnacho, who immersed himself in CR7, this next player only picked a CR7 quality he considers important: Erling Haaland. Might not make a lot of reference to Ronaldo, so you might find it a little difficult to discover that he actually idolizes the former Real Madrid star. The Manchester City number 9 was probably born with an innate ability to score goals. However, his goal-scoring ability wouldn't have amounted to much if he hadn't learned a vital lesson from CR7. Right now, the world sees Haaland as an unstoppable player, but this was far from the case some years ago. You see, Haaland was very lanky, and it was easy for him to get off the ball. This was a major problem until his father decided to feed him the same diet Ronaldo feeds on. This might not make any sense if you don't know anything about CR7's early days, but you see, as a young player, CR7 was constantly bullied off the ball until he began to bulk up. As much as working out helped, his diet played a significant role. Since Haaland began eating the same things Ronaldo eats, he has bulked up and grown stronger. Additionally, he has become a nightmare to the toughest of defenders. Haaland might be the least vocal about his love for Ronaldo, but dude probably picked the most important Ronaldo trait yet and might have a very lengthy career just like his idol. Just a couple of years ago, Haaland was the new kid on the block, but things have moved on quickly, and that position now belongs to Endrick. Like Haaland, Endrick is inspired by Ronaldo. The Brazilian doesn't just get inspired by the Portuguese, he's also a big fan. Before putting pen to paper to Madrid, Endrick revealed Ronaldo is his idol, and he has always wanted to play in the same team CR7 played in. This might not seem like much, but it did play a major role in choosing Real Madrid over Barcelona. You see, if Ronaldo hadn't played for Madrid, Endrick could have joined Barcelona, just like his countryman Neymar. Endrick might be a huge Ronaldo fan, however, there are no records of him celebrating a goal like Ronaldo, but the next two players, who are both from Brazil, almost have a reputation for celebrating like Ronaldo. Brazil and Real Madrid's Rodrigo might not have a similar football style to Ronaldo. Nonetheless, he is one of the biggest Ronaldo fans around. Rodrigo wasn't on the scene when prime Ronaldo ruled Spain, so he never got to play with the captain of the Portuguese national team. However, that's not a problem, as he now plays for a team that Ronaldo used to play for. This might not seem like much to the average person. However, for Rodrigo, being able to score for the same team Ronaldo scored for and even show up in big matches just like Ronaldo did at Madrid is something he will always cherish. It gets more interesting when Real Madrid number 11 scores important goals in big matches he celebrates with the Sioux. This next player inherited Ronaldo's number 7 jersey and is one of the best wingers in the world. Vinny Jr. joined Madrid when the Ronaldo effect was over, so he didn't get to enjoy what it felt like to play with Ronaldo. However, this doesn't seem like a problem, as he was able to pick up Ronaldo's jersey number and now plays the same wing Ronaldo played while in Madrid. That's not all. Dude has celebrated some of the goals with the Sioux. It gets better. He even came out on Instagram to let the world know Ronaldo is his idol and will likely pick Ronaldo if he has to publicly choose who he considers better between Ronaldo and Messi. Nicholas Jackson doesn't seem like a player who has anything in common with Ronaldo. He's not considered as gifted, doesn't have the same playing pattern, and doesn't even play in the same position. Nonetheless, the Chelsea and Senegalese striker considers Ronaldo his idol, and he has openly admitted this. He said that while growing up, he had Ronaldo's name on a shirt he wore each time he was in a game. Jackson's admiration for Ronaldo goes beyond words. Dude even celebrated with the Sioux after scoring a hat-trick against Tottenham, and he has gone on to say that he would celebrate with the Sioux again after scoring his next hat-trick. Speaking of players that do not seem to have anything in common with Ronaldo but still have him as an idol, Arsenal and England winger Bukayo Saka is yet another player that looks up to Ronaldo. This might not be obvious because the Arsenal man has a completely different pattern from Cristiano Ronaldo. Nonetheless, he has also cited the captain of the Portuguese national team as one of his heroes. That's not all. He has praised the Al Nassr captain's skills and free kick ability. Saka has tried to learn the skills of Ronaldo, but unlike Gamacho, he has been very modest in copying and idolizing the Portuguese national team captain. Moving on from one English player to another, Mason Mount might be a Manchester United player today. However, long before becoming a Red Devil, dude was a Chelsea player. Now, the funny thing is that he came from Chelsea Academy, but while at the academy, he wasn't keen on becoming like a Chelsea legend. He wanted to become like Ronaldo. He even spent time practicing CR7's free kick technique. Well, Mason might not be anything close to Ronaldo in terms of football success. However, the United States player now wears the number 7 jersey at United, a number that Ronaldo wore both in his first and second stints with the club. England and United winger Marcus Rashford is perhaps the closest player to Ronaldo in the Manchester United squad. He might be a crazy fan of Ronaldo, however, he doesn't seem to say anything or do everything to realize how much he idolizes Ronaldo. Rashford's moves on the pitch, especially his free kick technique, make it obvious that he spent a lot of time watching Ronaldo. Although CR7 isn't Rashford's only inspiration, there isn't a bigger inspiration. Well, beyond considering Ronaldo his big inspiration, Rashford also feels lots of young players who watched Ronaldo in his first stint with United idolize him. Rashford wasn't overstating the fact that he said that most young players in the United Academy looked up to Ronaldo. Nonetheless, there's a likelihood he downplayed Ronaldo's influence a little, as the Al Nassr captain's influence was bigger than England and went deep into France, and Kylian is proof of this. No player is a perfect replacement for another. However, if there was one player from this generation who is a perfect replacement for CR7, that player would be Kylian Mbappe. The captain of the French national team grew up watching Ronaldo and even had a picture of the Portuguese superstar in his room. Just like Ronaldo, Mbappe is very athletic and has a reputation for beating defenders with his pace. This is something Ronaldo did in the past. He has celebrated some of his goals with the Sioux. Well beyond some traits that Kylian picked up from Ronaldo, he has openly admitted to considering Ronaldo his idol. He did this via an idol tweet after the UEFA Nations League clash between Portugal and Ronaldo. And it's interesting how Ronaldo publicly acknowledged Mbappe's greatness after the latter signed for Madrid. Apart from Vinny Jr., Mbappe is perhaps the most successful of the players in the video, but which of these players is likely to have a career as long as Ronaldo's? Kindly tell us in the comments section below. And before moving on, don't forget to like and share this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new here.